If you or a family member have been hurt because of the careless actions of another person, call Walker Texas Lawyer. They'll work to get you the financial compensation and justice you deserve. They have 40 years of experience, and you don't pay unless you win. Call 713-881-9653 today for a consultation or go to walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk, you me funny lad.
Grammy Award-winner Maya joins us.
How are you?
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat, Brad Gilmore.
And she's joining us right now. And everybody listening, I cannot tell you how excited I am to talk to somebody who I'm truly a fan of. And she's joining us on the line right now. The host of Sherri Season 2 is kicking off now. You can check it out on Fox 26 at 10 a.m. Find out more information at sherryshowtv.com. It is the incomparable Sherri Shepherd. Sherri, how are you?
Oh, Brad, how you doing?
I am so, look, I know I'm supposed to keep this buttoned up and be professional and all that stuff, but I'm such a fan of yours. You're so cool, Sherri Shepherd. And I just appreciate you taking the time to talk to me for a minute.
Oh, Brad, thank you so much. And that means a lot to me that you're a fan. It really does.
Well, it's the truth. I followed your work for a long time, but now, Sherri, it's the show. It's Season 2. It's back. How does it feel to be back in that studio, bringing it to people on a daily basis?
I don't want to blow out your eardrums by screaming, but it's so exciting. I'm loving my staff. We got some new folks in with fresh ideas, and I'm like ecstatic that I can, in the midst of everything that is happening, I can bring you a little bit of light, a little bit of laughter, and that you'll feel better than when you came to the show. So I'm excited.
Well, and you should be, and I think that it's such a necessary type of show right now, especially like you said, everything going on in the world. To have a little bit of laugh is a great thing. You say you have a staff, and from what I've understood from the talk show hosts I've talked to over the years, you're only as good as the people behind the camera, right? The people who make the show happen. Were you surprised sometimes, or would people be surprised, would be the better question, about the amount of prep work that goes into a daytime talk show?
Oh, I don't think people are quite aware. I think they see me in any talk show host on the air for that moment, and they think, oh, then you got the whole day. I'm literally here at the studio. I'm here 90% of the time. I am the last person to leave, and I turn off the lights in the studio. But you are absolutely right. It takes a lot to make it look so easy. It takes, to just do my Act 1 where I'm doing, the hot topics. I'm in a room with my producers for 40 minutes to an hour to come up with just the right thing I want to say, to come up with my jokes. Some of my jokes don't work. Some do. The minds, I wouldn't be able to do it without my staff, because they have to come. I can't be on TikTok all day trying to figure out the new trends. That's them. The human interest stories that we bring. We got a human interest team that we just hired to bring more of those stories. So yes, it's not rocket science. I don't want to make it seem like that, but it's, we have a mission, and that is, I've told them, we have to make people feel better, and we have to make people laugh. So any complaints that we have, we leave them at the door, because that is our goal. So yes, we got an incredible team.
Well, like when you're in those meetings, though, and you're trying to figure out the topics of the day and how you're going to lay out this show, how do you figure out, hey, this would be good, I know people are going to respond to this, and people aren't going to respond to this? Is that from being a stand-up for so long, having a feel for the audience?
Yeah, I think it's just in living life. I think that's, Brad, I've just lived a lot of life, and I don't know, there's something in me from being just a regular girl. And yes, you see me on TV, and yes, I've been blessed to be able to do a lot. But still, at the end of the day, I'm this girl from Chicago. I got a family that keeps me in check, and I just, as a woman, I know in my spirit, I'll go, yeah, I think this will work, and that's not going to work. That we had one, sometimes we have people that want to come on and they want to talk about, I was over here in this country and I did this and I did that. And I'm like, I don't know if my audience is going to be interested in that. Or we'll have people come on and talk about how they are now a billionaire and they want to be all esoterical. And I go, no, you got to make this practical for the people who watch. Because if I'm looking at you, you just saying, you just got to treat people great. No. I need to know how you made that money. So I can maybe go and try it. So there's just something in me. I trust my gut. And it just seems to work. And so whenever I don't hear that voice, we're in trouble. And then again, having a fantastic team surrounding you.
Yeah, I mean, that's paramount for sure. But trusting your gut, as you said, and I guess to go back to it, when I think about some of my favorite hosts of anything, whether it's Steve Harvey, what he's doing on Family Feud, yourself, Whoopi on The View, Joy, all stand-ups, having that ability.
Oh, are we back together?
We're back together. But what I was saying, Miss Sherri Shepherd, was it seems to be having that skill as a stand-up really can help you navigate a show, because sometimes you said the guest might be going in a direction that doesn't fit what you think the audience would like, and you got to get them back on track.
Yeah, I just think that it's really important that you trust your gut. I had a talk show deal way back in 2004, and I know why I didn't get it then, because I didn't trust my gut. I didn't trust myself. So if the people said stand on your head and do this, I would have done it because I thought they knew better than me what made a talk show work. And you know what? It didn't work because I wasn't authentic. So after living a lot of life and getting to this age, I just know what women like. Not all women, but there's something in my gut that just goes, this would work because you want to do it. I know that women feel unseen and they want to face their fears, but they don't know how. So I'm going to get in there and show you how. If I can do it, I know you can do it. I know that there's women. We have a Funny Over 50 segment where we're doing a nationwide search for women over 50 who have put their lives on hold, but they really feel like they're funny. I went through that. So I want to honor other women. And I just feel like if you trust your gut, that will take you far.
Well, for me, it's funny that you bring that up about putting the spotlight on women and speaking on women's issues and from a women's perspective, because for me, a lot of people find this crazy when I say it, but I've watched The View since I was 7 years old. I'm 30 now, but I've watched The View since I was 7 years old. My mother always would have it on, and I was always fascinated by it, whether it was you on the show or Whoopi or Joy or all the great hosts who've been out there throughout the years. And it gave me kind of some introspection into how a woman might see an issue that I see differently. I think it's a very important show. Moving forward to that, I got married now a year and a half ago. And you know what I've learned, Sherri Shepherd, in that time? We just don't know. Men just don't know. I can't figure it out all the time. Why don't we know stuff? How come I can't read the woman like I should?
Okay, well, first of all, you can't be beating yourself up. We are intrinsically different. So things that I learned Brad, oh my gosh, I learned so much from my son that there are things that I gravitate to that he could care less about. And there are things that he will say, Mom, I want you to oh my God, he farted. You watch this clip. And I'm like, I so am not into this, Jeffrey. Stop it. We're just different. And so if we're different and we gravitate to different things, you can't expect to know me and I can't expect to know you. The great thing about it is that you're trying. That I can appreciate. So, I think that we have to be more accepting of our differences instead of trying to say, you should know what I'm thinking. Here's what I learned from my son. You got to tell him. If I don't tell Jeffrey, Mother's Day is coming up. And this is what I need you to do. I need you to go downstairs and make me some eggs, some bacon, and he's not going to say, let me throw some pancakes on for mama. I got to say it. And you know what? Jeffrey will do it. Like, men need more just tell me. But I think that some women get into, you should know what I'm thinking. No, that's your girlfriend. We do that kind of thing. So you don't know what you don't know, but you're trying. But if you don't get it right, thank God, congratulations, you got a woman that loves you, and you guys learn together.
Oh, I love it, Sherri Shepherd. See, that's the wisdom you can get from the Sherri Shepherd Show. Sherri airs on Fox 26 at 10 a.m. SherriShow.com for more, SherriShowTV.com for more information. The incomparable Sherri Shepherd. I appreciate you so much for taking the time. I know you got a busy schedule, so I appreciate you just carving a little time out for me. I really do.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been fun.
Hurry up, tape running out.